Just going back to something that you said, like selling $100 million. Obviously, I think you sold a house for 140 million.
133. Yeah.
133. Do you treat that buyer differently than the person buying a $2 million apartment? Like, what's kind of like, I guess, do you have a different strategy for that?
I want to say I don't, but I probably definitely do. I would drop anything for his phone call. I have to. Like, there's no missing that phone call, right? Because it's career change, career making, and deals with people like that. And I have a lot of clients like that. We just did $104 million in deals with one guy. He just didn't spend it all in one place. He spent it in 3 places, but he did it all within a couple of weeks. Like, that's also an equally important person. Those are 3 transactions. And so with those clients, you just have to understand that they got to where they are by being incredibly smart, but their relationship to money is very different. Their relationship to money is that money is a tool. Okay. Everyone else, money is a resource. When you're that wealthy, money becomes a tool. It becomes a tool simply to get you what you need to get. So they're either buying companies because they're trying to increase whatever, right? It's good business. They're buying, investments to do X, Y, and Z, or they're buying a house because it's a better trade-off for taxes and for lifestyle. And that's what they want. It's not a resource to buy a house. They've got all the resources in the world, right? It is simply just a tool. And they don't think about it as much. Like, all the buyers that I have that are over, let's say, I don't know, over 30 million, the deals that we've done over 30 and above, $1 million here, $1 million there doesn't mean anything, right? Because it costs more to not have what they want than it does to spend the money. And so where those deals have affected me the most aren't just in legitimacy and credibility and being able to say to all of our course members, like, hey, you're learning from somebody who's sold a house 2 months ago for $133 million. Or, hey, you're hiring somebody that sells X, Y, and Z. Okay. It's that it really informs the way I talk to those $2 million clients, because I try to reason with them in different ways now, where I'm like, before I probably wouldn't have said, what's another 50 grand? What's another 100 grand? I'd probably be far more sensitive to them. But now, like, listen, life is short. Like, I feel like I'm much more blunt now. I'm like, don't lose this deal for $100,000. You're not going to remember. It doesn't mean anything. And you're going to be so much more successful over the next couple of years. You want to look back and remember that time you struggled and gave up a property for 100 grand versus that time you got to move in and not think about buying a house again for years and years and years.
Just the mental space of buying a house.
Yeah. And what's your time worth to you? Right? The time is important. And that's why people who have a significant amount of money waste no time and they spend whatever it takes, because money is just a tool and their time is by the most valuable.
Absolutely.
Like, if you think about someone who's worth billions of dollars, what is their hourly rate?
It's like not comprehensible.
It's not comprehensible, right? Their hourly rate is probably like, I don't know, $500,000, $1 million an hour.
One of my friends ran private security for Bill Gates when he came to Australia. And Bill Gates, he told me what happened. And he was a great guy. They rented houses. They had all the furniture removed from those houses, put into storage, all their furniture that they wanted to have bought, moved into that place because they wanted to just be able to move in and relax. Then all that furniture was then donated to charity at the end. And then all their came in. He would fly back to the US from Australia twice a week on his private jet, which cost $350,000 each way. But he said he would lose money if he didn't go to those meetings in person. So he would lose more money than doing that. And then he wanted to rent a super yacht, but they wouldn't let him because he wasn't a resident or because it was such a big so he purchased 2 of them while he was there and then had somebody stay back and resell them for $350 million a pop. And they said he was a pretty
good. If you have $100 billion, right? What's 350 million?
Exactly.
It's nothing.
I have clients who have, who have super yachts, and it just doesn't matter, at that point. Like, it's just a different world. And so my goal is to be associated with as many of those people as possible. Because I want them to be like, I need a house somewhere between, I don't know, 200-300 million. Great.
Yeah.
Let's go do it.
Hey guys, so if you enjoyed this little short snippet of the podcast, then here is another short snippet that you can watch. Or if you want to watch the entire episode, you can just click here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.